Have you ever wrestled with forgiving someone or rebuilding trust after it's been broken? In terms of forgiving and forgetting, what's worked for you and what hasn't? You feel hurt and you feel betrayed. And you're right when you say that not forgiving someone, no matter what they did, will hold you back from being all you're meant to be. Here's the big distinction I want you to get. Forgiving someone doesn't mean that you instantly or ever trust someone again. Forgiveness and trust are separate issues. When you forgive someone, it doesn't mean that you condone their behavior, and it doesn't mean that you're going to tolerate any further abuse or lack of respect. And frankly, even if you fully forgive someone, you do not have to keep that person in your life. Now, more importantly, though, realize that forgiveness is not something that you do for the person who wronged you. It's something you do for you. Want a little etymology? The Latin root means to give completely without reservation. So think of it this way. When you forgive, you're giving a gift to yourself, a gift of freedom, mental, emotional, and spiritual freedom. And here's 2 steps to help you do it. Step number 1 in this process is forgive yourself, especially if you're having any thoughts like, oh my goodness, how could I have been so stupid? How could I have been so naive? You got to realize that this situation, like every situation, is an opportunity to strengthen your soul. You know, every time that I've been burned, after I get over that initial anger and hurt, I always ask myself, what can I learn from this? And how can I grow from this? And when I ask those wise questions, what comes back are usually some really wise answers. Step number 2 is to forgive the person. Now, I know that this is easier said than done, and there are many, many different approaches to forgiveness. There's a spiritual approach, there's a faith-based, there's a psychological approach. And what I've seen to be the most important step in all of those approaches is willingness. You being willing. That slight little shift in energy from, can't do it, to, you know what? I don't know how, but I'm willing to forgive can radically change everything. And a simple little prayer is this. While I don't know how, I am willing to forgive. Please, God, show me the way. Because that simple willingness is often all it takes to melt the walls around your heart and begin to truly forgive. Now, before we wrap up, there's just one more thing that I want to say about forgiveness, and yes, it's a tweetable. Forgiveness isn't a weakness. It's the ultimate sign of courage and strength.
Forgiveness. In addition to liberating your spirit, one of the benefits of forgiveness is that it restores a right and healthy relationship with the people that are important to you, like friends, family, and colleagues. If you don't choose to forgive someone, it often shows. We've all experienced when there's something off with someone.
How are you? Are you okay?
I'm fine!
Forgiveness is not easy, but it yields freedom and happiness.